I have been screaming from the top of my lungs for you to fucking listen. And if you did, I'm super happy. But if you didn't, I want you to listen now, okay? Let this be a lesson. So if you have been following me, or if you follow me on X, you know, I posted this today. Read this when you have the time. It's literally, it's like a very good read for me. I've called the bottom perfectly. I told you to buy. We bought all these positions. Most of them are closed now. But for example, the pump position here, which is up $11,000, I called it here on the bottom. Told you to buy. When we did buy on the bottom there, I told you before FOMC that it is going to be a sell the news event, and I layered out of all my positions, and I said the dump is coming. If you have missed all that, it's here every day on the channel, 5 to 10 minute updates. If you're not familiar, subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, turn the bell notifications on, and come back for these 10-minute updates. You have to follow all the updates, but you will be able to look back here and see exactly how I guided you through this thing. And not only that, when I said that the sell the news is going to happen, obviously opened the short, opened a couple of them, 2 got stopped, the third went through up $12,000, and now I'm saying it is time to buy. So in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm thinking, how I'm going to play this, and how you should start paying attention now if you haven't paid. And if you did, well, congratulations. I'm super happy that you're still here, you're still watching, and it's amazing. Okay, let's go. So number one most important thing is that I do believe that this is the flush that we've been waiting for. This is the time when people are going to tell you, oh, I'm waiting for lower, I'm waiting for this, I'm waiting for that. No, do not listen to all that. The reason why we had the dump was because we came up to a very, very, very severe higher time frame supply zone on the daily. It's a daily high, daily and 4 hour. We had a 4 hour break below, and then we simply just retraced. But this is still an extremely bullish daily range. Okay, very important. When I said the bottom here and I said you should buy, I still believe the bottom is in here. I still believe 3.64 is the bottom, but we can go as low to as 3.56 on the total market cap and still be extremely bullish. We can still do this and be extremely bullish. But this is exactly the time when everybody who did not call the top or the bottom will tell you, oh, I'm waiting. Fefe, you're too early. Fefe, you're this, you're that. Here's what we're going to do. So one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to go all in, because this can still go a little bit lower down here into the daily demand zone. But also, not buying here, it's stupid, especially if you have followed through, you layered out of your positions up here, you're sitting on a bunch of cash like I am, and you're ready to deploy back. If that's you, if that's the scenario, you have to start deploying. How I'm doing and why. Now, before I go into how exactly and what, I'm going to give you all the trades that I have analyzed today and what I got in already. I'm going to give you all the trades. But I wanted to tell you that it's very important to understand that this bottom marks the daily low here. You always have a market structure, right? You have a low, you have a high, you have a retrace. You have a low, you have a high, you have a retrace. If, and I want to be very clear on this, if this low at 3.56 trillion breaks, I believe the bull market is over. Why is this important? It's super important because this gives us an incredible risk-reward trade here. An incredible, because you have, on the total market cap, you have another 6-7%, and that's it. If we break below here, it doesn't even matter. You have to close your positions and out. That's what I'm going to do. Therefore, it's a beautiful place, a perfect place to start layering in. Second, when I said the bottom is in, I said it because there was a massive retrace, and for the first time, we had a very strong market structure shift. A lower low on the hourly and a close above, and then we moved on. This is where we longed. If you're not in the community, join in. Everything is in the description, by the way. Links to the X post and all that. So, but if you layered in, you went all the way up here, and then you could have seen the market structure shift here. Then we had FOMC. I said we're gonna reject here. We didn't. Everybody called me an idiot. Why? Because FOMC, people thought it was something, but it was a nothing burger. Then we came lower, and then we basically broke below all here, confirming the retrace, the 50% retrace on this leg. But it's not a rejection from a higher time frame OB to go and break all the way below here. No, you just need a 50% retrace to the on this leg as well, as you had it here. And then you had a pump, as you had it in previous legs. You had a 50% retrace. You look at this. You had the 50% retrace, and then move on. Like, you just need that 50% retrace, which we got now. The question is, how do you determine your entry? The best thing you can do, and I genuinely mean it, don't buy. So I'm sitting here. I openly play this account with you. I'm up. Let's see how much I'm up. Probably like, I don't actually know how much I'm up, but probably like 50% in the past 90 days or something. Let's see what it is. July to September. Let's play this. So 75% on the account. 75% on the account. This is a public account that I'm playing here with you. So, but I'm sitting on all this cash here. Okay, so I have this cash. I did not deploy back. I closed my, I closed most of it. Like you see, I closed $11,000 worth of 11,000 unrealized profit. So I closed this, but I'm up 100% on my solo trade. I'm gonna leave this open a little bit because if it drops more, you know, I just have this here as a hedge. But otherwise, I closed most of my positions. Okay, you see here, prompt for example, I was up 500%. Now it's only 276%. So I'm gonna start adding back. But I don't want to do add back manual trades right now before any confirmation. So the worst thing you can do is to start going 10x here and then just wait for rebounds. So usually these are very quick. Unfortunately, these corrections are extremely quick. And that means that if you don't start getting in, you risk missing the entry. But if you get in too early and this starts dipping and the dip is keep dipping, you can be in a shitty position because yes, it's only 7% in total, but can be 20% on your major tokens. So what I do is the following. For manual trades, you can do 2x leverage. 2x leverage, a little position, you can start layering in. The reason why I don't want to do it, because I believe when the reversal comes here, that is the generational bottom, and I want to take a massive fucking trade. So what I want to do is that I want to take a 20x leverage position with $10,000, and I want to ride that on the next leg up. Like, I want to have a massive trade, but for that you need perfect timing, which we'll see on the lower time frame when we see a reaction. As I could tell you here that the bottom was in, I'll be able to tell you here when the bottom is in. This is why you subscribed, turn on bell notifications, all that. Do it because it's relevant, and also obviously join the Telegram. These are all free, by the way, that I'm telling you. I'm not saying anything. I'm telling you to take advantage of the free stuff that I'm giving you. So that's one thing. I'm gonna update you. I'm not doing anything on my manual account for now. What I'm doing though is bots. Because I told you about these bots, I was a disbeliever, but these bots work based on what I tell them to do. It's not like an AI, whatever bot that does well and all that. It works, it's a great bot, and it works based on my criteria. And my criteria was that we need to come back to this is what I've been waiting for. We need to come back to the 50%. And in the 50%, we start layering in. This is the region I want to buy in. But I don't know if it's going to be here or here or here or here. And this is why I use a grid bot. Okay? So I actually have I opened up all these bots now, and I'm going to post it in the Telegram. So it's easier for you to just copy paste. Oh, by the way, this bot, this Astra bot that I opened, also in the Telegram. This Astra bot is up 30%. This, I literally posted this yesterday. It's crazy, bro. If you're not subscribed, I don't even know what you're doing. But anyway, I posted this bot yesterday, and I said went in heavy with this bot, and the bot is up. I'm up $1,500, 30% of this bot. Anyway, it's still a no-brainer. I think they will send it. CZ will send this token. Anyway, so that's there as well. But I'm gonna post all the bots that I taken now. I took a Doge bot. I took a Crow bot. I took a Ton bot. I took a Tao bot. I took a Sonic bot. I actually redone. So I had the Sonic bot from way too above. I killed that bot and I reopened this one down here. Lido bot, Aave bot, all the ETH staking, and then Brett, because I think if Base actually ends up launching a token, the biggest meme on Base will do very well. All these bots are set up in a way that either we confirm that the bull market is over and we go and break below the daily level here, or these bots will do incredibly well. So what I would do, I actually deposited also on my account. I took from my manual account, I deposited some on my bot account, and I just went into all these bots and I spread out. And I do believe that this is the best thing that I can do with my own money. Why? Because if I wait for confirmation, one, I might miss it. Two, I'm not gonna take advantage of all the chop that can happen for weeks and weeks and weeks. And two, the reason why the bots are good is because if I want to get in here and this starts dipping, but I know that we are still in the demand zone, the best thing you can do is just to accumulate. You can do it manually as well if you want to, but I have bots that I execute thousands of orders every day. So if you want to do it manually, that's fine. Anyway, this is one of the things that I wrote down here as well. Like, I know I've been right a couple of times, multiple times, and it's been very hard for me to go against the crowd and all that, but I'm telling you now, do yourself a favor, obviously not financial advice, I'm doing this here with you with my own money, and open these bots. I'm gonna post the list in here. Actually, I'm gonna post it right now. I'm gonna post it because we're gonna post this video a bit later. But I'm gonna post it in here in the free Telegram, and we have a link in the description as well to these long-term bots. So if you are not in the Telegram or whatever, we have these links, a link tree in there as well in the description, which you see, and you can just simply click and copy the bots. For example, I'm gonna go onto the Crow bot, and then you can just simply copy the bot if you sign up using my link. And if you haven't signed up using my link, do it now. There's a $1,000 sign up bonus that you can claim. If you have a different account for someone else, you're more than welcome to just open a new one, transfer your funds, and claim a $1,000 sign up bonus. So do that, and you can copy my bots. Unfortunately, you can only copy my bots if you signed up using my link. Again, I give all this to you for free. All I ask for is that you use our link in the description, and you can get a $1,000 bonus now. So do that. And guys, do not believe anyone who tells you have to wait now. Don't, because they don't know what they thought. They didn't call the bottom, they didn't call the top. Now they're just gonna try to save themselves. They don't want to be too early. And yes, maybe we are too early, but this is why we have the bot. You have to approach the market this way. We will wait with the manual trades. I'm not taking any manual trades now. Maybe not even this week. I'll let you know if I see the confirmation. But start layering in. And I gave you all the setups, all the bots that I took with my own money. Yeah. There is going to be a video that I'm going to put up here, somewhere here, maybe here, that will teach you or see you how you will be able to get a $1,000 trading bonus as well. Guys, do it for yourself.